Hello everyone, this is our first video for the NCERT series and we will be starting with the chapter that is the living world. Okay, so if you look around, you will see a large variety of living organisms, be it plants, birds, insects, okay, etc. So there are also several organisms that you cannot see with your naked eye. The number of species that are known and described are in the range of 1.7 to 1.8 million. This refers to the biodiversity or the number and the type of organism which are present on Earth. As I started earlier, there are millions of plants and animals in the world. We know the plant and animal in our own area by their local names. Okay? By their local names. But this local name vary from place to place. Okay? This vary from place to place. And it creates confusion. So, to remove this confusion, scientists came up with an idea of nomenclature. Okay? Nomenclature is basically a process to standardize the naming of living organism such that particular organism is known by the same name all over the world. Okay? For example, Mangifera indica. Okay? Mangifera indica. Mangifera indica is a universal name for mango. Okay? Mangifera indica is a universal name of mango. So nomenclature and naming. Nomenclature you say or naming you say. These are only possible by establishing an identification to the organism. So identification is basically a process by which organism is described correctly and we know what organism the name is attached to. Okay? For example, when you see apple, you can say this is apple. Okay? There is no confusion in it. So that is identification. So to establish the scientific name or for nomenclature, there are certain rules which is accepted by the biologists all over the world. Okay? So for plant, scientific names are based on agreed principle and criteria which are provided in International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. And as far as animals are concerned, for that, International Code for Geological Nomenclature are there. Okay? So each name when you will see, it has two components. First one is generic component and second one is specific epithet. So this is called as binomial nomenclature and this system was given by Carolus Linnaeus. Okay, binomial nomenclature was given by Linnaeus. Okay, it is a binomial nomenclature. It means it has two components. First one is generic name and the second one is specific epithet. For example, Mangifera indica. Okay, For example, Mangifera indica. Okay. So here the first name Mangifera is genus and the second name is species. Okay. So there are universal rules for the nomenclature which are followed all over the world. We'll see the rules one by one. Okay. So biological names are generally in Latin and written in italics. So the name are Latinized irrespective of their origin. Okay. Second rules are the first one in name, the first word in biological name represent the genus as we saw in the case of Mangifera indica, while the second components denotes the specific epithet. Okay. But the word in a biological name when handwritten are separately underlined or printed in italics to indicate their Latin origin. This is the third rule. And the last rule is the first word denoting the genus start with a capital letter while the specific epithet start with the small letter. Okay. And the name of the author after the specific epithet at the end of the biological name, and it is written in abbreviated form. For example, Mangifera indica Lin. Okay, so Mangifera is this is genus, indica is species, and this is author. Okay, this is author. Lin is for Linnaeus. Okay, Linnaeus. As the rule says, author appear after the specific epithet at the end of the biological name and it is written in abbreviated form. Okay. Next we will see classification. Next we will see what? Classification. Classification is the process by which anything is grouped into convenient category based on some easily observable character. Okay, it is grouped into convenient category based on some easily observable character. For example, plants, animal. Okay, in broad we can see plants and animal. And category, it is a scientific term for taxa. No need to be confused. Category is just a the scientific term for taxa is category. Okay. Based on characteristic, all living organisms can be classified into different taxa. As it says, anything is grouped into convenient category based on some easily observable character. Okay, and the process of classification is called as taxonomy. Okay, process of classification is called as taxonomy. Next term is systematics. So different kind of organism. Okay, different kind of organism and their diversity relationship among them. Different kind of organism and their diversity relationship is referred to as systematic. This whole thing is called as what? Systematic. Okay. Different kind of organism, their diversity and relationship among them. And relationship among them. And relationship among them is called as systematic. Okay. Linnaeus used Systema Nature as the title of his publication. And this is very important point as far as NEET UG is concerned. Linnaeus used, not this. Scope of systematic include three components, that is identification, nomenclature and classification. So with this we will finish the first part of the living world, and for the next part kindly see the next video. Okay, thanks for watching the video.